This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, October 26th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Finis Monitor today, we'll talk to Julia Wilkinson. She just won 3 medals at the Commonwealth Games, and Julia joins us right now on Skype from Canada. Hey, Julia. Welcome back to the show. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
All right. 3 medals in a big international competition. Now we just got to get the Olympic medals down.
Yeah. I mean, next summer we got Worlds, so I know that I got a stepping stone up to the Olympics, because Worlds is definitely going to be harder than Commonwealths, and the Olympics will be harder than Worlds. So, just got to keep moving up in those world rankings and clawing my way to the top.
Would you trade an Olympic bronze medal for your NCAA championship in the 100 free?
Oh, that's such a mean question to ask. I don't know. I feel like I should say yes, but at the same time, that NCAA championship was pretty much like the best moment of my life, and so maybe you'll have to ask me that after I win my Olympic medal, and I can tell you which moment was better.
Which event is your best shot to win an Olympic medal?
I think the Tour I Am. The Tour I Am I'm definitely stronger long course than I am short course in the Tour I Am, and that's the event I've been most consistently in finals at international competitions. I was in the final at the Olympics, and I was 7th. I was in the final at Worlds in 2007, and I was out touched for the bronze medal at Pan Pacs, and that's where I won my first international medal at Commonwealth. So definitely think Tour I Am is my strongest event, and it's the place where I have the most room to improve. I know I have a lot of work to do on that breaststroke leg, so I think I have some wiggle room. I can find a couple more seconds in there.
So the turn or your stroke, what is it with the breaststroke leg where you see that room for improvement?
Well, I know I have a really wide kick, so that kind of throws off my timing a little bit, and so I've been working a lot on, getting forward in breaststroke instead of I have a very up and down stroke, which I guess I'm swimming 60 meters instead of 50 because I go up and down so much. So I'm just working on getting my stroke rate up, having a better second 25. It's pretty much the breaststroke leg as a whole, my pull out, everything, that breast to free turn and transitions. I've done a lot of work on my transitions over the last couple months, and just making sure that I go from one stroke to the other without without breaking rhythm, because it is harder in an IM obviously to hold your rhythm than say in 200 back or 200 free. But so there's lots of little tiny things that I can fix before I get to London or even to Worlds next year.
I understand a lot of you guys got pretty sick over there in India at the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, a lot of people had, Delhi belly, the dreaded Delhi belly, and I actually did okay. I had my stomach wasn't 100%, but it wasn't as bad as some people. I found that I got sick afterwards once I'd gotten home, because a lot of people think it was the water in the pool. But last night the water was a little bit gross in the competition pool. I heard that, they weren't even using the underwater cameras because it was so murky, which is kind of scary. So it wasn't, a lot of people struggled with being sick, but we were all basically, in the same pool, in the same boat. We all had to deal with the same sort of problems. So it was kind of who can deal with, these adversities the best. It was definitely medals were open because people were, dropping like flies because of being sick. And so, kind of just had to do your best to bounce back, I guess.
Are you training up in Canada permanently now? No more Texas A&M?
No more Texas A&M, sadly. Had to move on. Steve does a great job with the girls down there. He has a lot of girls that he needs to, make into the next NCAA champions of Texas A&M. So I thought it would probably be the best for him and also the best for me to move on and, start working on sorry, my phone's ringing, distracting me. Being in a national training center is just easier for me because there's less people and I get more, one-on-one attention from my coach. And it's just easier being with other people who are on the Canadian national team rather than, I spent 4 years where I would just show up and be like, oh, hey guys, I'm here. And they never knew where to put me. They'd throw me in with whatever coach would take me because Steve could never be my coach on a Canadian team. So it's been a little bit, it's an easier transition into these big meets now that I actually have my own personal coach there with me. And it's definitely hard though. It was really hard leaving College Station and really hard leaving college swimming. Like, going back to club is definitely weird after being on a college team, that's for sure.
Well, now that you don't have to worry about going to class every day, it's more time for your music career.
Believe it or not, I started I started playing my guitar as a reaction to the fact that I was injured and couldn't really swim, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. And then once swimming kind of picked back up again, the guitar got put in the corner for a little while. So also, like, I always like to get my nails done for meets, and then whenever I have my fake nails on, I can't play my guitar. So that is definitely hard because I have to pick between my superstition and my love for playing the guitar. It's really hard, and yeah, so it's time for music. And I've been doing a lot of writing, and it's nice to not have to come home from practice and study, or worry about going to class or anything like that, and really, really focus on just swimming and getting ready for the Olympics.
Well, hopefully you got some good feedback from the tunes you played on our show last time. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people were shocked because I was always the girl that sang really obnoxiously in practice or in the locker room, but I never sang seriously. So people were like, whoa, you can actually kind of sing. Like, everyone was really shocked. And then a lot of people, they won't let me live it down, my love for Taylor Swift. So my boyfriend says that I'm like a 13-year-old girl trapped in a 23-year-old girl's body, but that's okay.
I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to ask.
Because I'm like a teeny bopper and I love Taylor Swift. So.
Well, Julia, thanks a lot for joining us, and congrats on the bronze medals at Commonwealth Games.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll talk to you down the road for sure.
Okay, bye.
Julia Wilkinson joining us in the Finis Monitor today, and that's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.